do everything bigger, better, and better. You know what I mean?
Welcome to Raceway Park, Englishtown, New Jersey, for the most anticipated event of the summer. It's a SummerSlam National.
Oh, this is the Mecca. I mean, this is the heart of everything, you know.
Excitement and technology. That's what these cars are.
This whole thing this is just the beginning. This is not even in the middle. We are right in the beginning of it.
We're going to have import drag racing, custom import car show, and lowriders hopping the drag strip. It's coming up next at the SummerSlam Nationals.
The groundswell of import racing is making a dramatic mark in this sport, and it won't be long because this phenomenon is slowly taking over the sport of drag racing as we know it, and maybe not that slowly. We're looking at 35,000 fans who've packed Raceway Park's grandstands here this weekend for the hottest import drag race in the country, along with a huge custom car import show and lowrider hopping contest. All this is collectively known as the SummerSlam Nationals. Javier Ortega is the genius behind the import scene who put this whole package together. What was that like, Javier?
Well, it takes a great facility, a great following of fans like you see here, great show cars, great race cars, the best show and racing environment combined in one place in one day with the best promotion available, a facility that's been around since 1965, a great family, great staff. And, you know, you couldn't ask for a better combination. You know, we offer from the bikini contest to the hydraulics to the 800 show cars to the best 7-second pro import racing to the best 15-second bracket racer. We have something to offer for everyone. The Outlaw class is one of the great categories that the fans really enjoy. It's all the old school cars with different motor combinations. Datsun with rotary motors, you know, Starlets with rotary motors. They're making a lot of horsepower. They get all wild on the track. The crowd loves them. Wild paint jobs. I mean, they're one of the crowd favorites.
Okay, this is it, the first round of Pro Outlaw. Cesar Phoebus, all the way from Ponce, Puerto Rico, it is Nissan 300ZX. He's the number 2 qualifier, and he'll face off against number 7 car, Jose Rodriguez of Massachusetts, in his 82 Starlet. What were once Camaros, Firebirds, and Mustangs racing on local tracks has given way to Hondas, Acuras, Toyotas, Nissans, and Mazdas, and the sport is growing with no end in sight.
This is the Pro Outlaw class. Crew is intently watching everything that's going on. Cesar's over there in the right-hand lane. Jose is in the left-hand lane, viewed from the driver's perspective, or where the driver sits.
Most of the young kids come because they can afford them. You know, a lot of their parents buy them Hondas because they're a very reliable car, or buy them an inexpensive Hyundai or Mazda or whatever, you know, they have. So they just think, well, now I want to soup up my car. I want to make it look good. I want to make it go fast. And they see us out here at the drag strip. They read us about us in the magazines. They say, you know, that looks fun. You know, they can come out here and they can actually bring their cars out to one of these races and can compete in a bracket class It's safe environment. There's a lot of people out here to look at them, and it's fun.
Phoebus gets the whole shot. Good side-by-side racing. And he takes the win with a 9:12 at 117 miles an hour. Caesar is dialed in. The #1 qualifier, Stephen Papadakis of Redondo Beach, California, brings his 2001 Honda Civic to the burnout box. He'll face off against the #8 qualifier, Michael Rosado of Bridgeport, Connecticut, in his '82 Toyota. Pro Outlaws reminds us of the old fuel altereds.
Well, Outlaw class is just like a street car, like that you convert, like, you know, sub it, back half, you know, not too much into the pro series, but it's like semi-pro. Between the quick class and the pro class, a combination of that. That's what it really is.
These outlaw cars are really low down and dirty. Kind of reminds me of the early days of drag racing with the run what you brung kind of cars. Papadakis takes the win with an 8:32 at 177 miles an hour. Carlos Pepe Loco Montano.
Well, first you gotta get focused, you know. You know that your mission is to get from point A to point B. I mean, most likely I do the burnout. I gotta watch my pit man.
Carlos Montano is quite a character who's been running the outlaw class from the beginning and is probably the #1 authority on the outlaw cars.
I mean, I can't really say what goes through my mind. It's just like a drive, man. That's all I can say, like a fast drive. That's what it is. When I built the car, we was thinking of a name, and I said, well, Pepe Loco, that's the way it stays. Pepe is like, it's mostly like a Mexican type of name. Like, they use Pepe a lot in Mexico. And Loco means crazy, so, I mean, that's why I guess the car is crazy, so I'm straight. I run because of my pride, that's what it is. I don't want to lose. You know, it's a very, what's that word? Sports very like the competition, like edge, like the edge.
Montano and Santiago lineup. Yeah, it kind of sounds like a Puerto Rican law firm. Oh, what a hole shot by Montano. Look at these guys go side by side with Montano taking the win. Look at that, a slower 9:23, 142 miles an hour.
Cars, you know, sometimes the car gets a little out of shape. You know, I got to control it, stuff like that. But I'm straight. We both can be crazy, because then we never get the quarter mile.
Next pair is the #4 qualifier, Joe Escalera of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in his '72 Nissan. It won't be long before all these cars are turning high eights regularly and speeds reaching or exceeding 200 miles per hour. Only time will tell, but they sure are exciting to watch. It's a 909 ET at 149 miles an hour.
16 to 25-year-olds aren't going out and buying new Mustangs and you know, and Camaros and stuff like that. They're buying Hondas, they're buying Toyotas, they're buying all the imports.
Well, the imports is growing fast. I mean, 10 years back, I wouldn't be on camera right now. You understand?
See, the kids are into technology. They don't want domestic V8s, carburetors. These guys want high horsepower, turbocharged, nitrous oxide injected motors. Here you see 4-cylinders, 6-cylinders, V8s, 2 rotors, 3 rotors, 4 rotors, turbos, nitrous, all that stuff. If you go to a domestic event, you either see naturally aspirated or supercharged. That's it. And guess what? They're all V8s in all the pro classes. There's no versatility. There's no different dynamics. It's not as exciting. And the kids want what's new, high-tech, and exciting because they can have a piece of that.
I mean, this all started in the streets, really, like everybody else, but it's getting big. I mean, it's getting big.
Why? Why has it become so big?
I guess the new generation, that's what they want. They want smaller. I mean, it's a smaller car thin. I guess Japanese really got the point across.
Excitement and technology. Now, and that's what these cars are. I mean, ours is a 4-cylinder, almost 2.7 liters, making over 1,000 horsepower. That's exciting.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I feel it's increasing, but I mean, sometimes I think about that because I'll be like, well, I mean, how the inputs were then to how they are now, it's almost like triple, man. I guess it's more excited, man. That's what it is. I mean, I guess because it's new, probably, you know, sometimes people like different stuff, you know, because it's different. Probably people are more interested in it, you know.
Our car is a full tube chassis, front-wheel drive, utilizing a 2.7-liter Toyota Tacoma 4-cylinder engine, turbocharged with Turbonetics turbo, Turbonetics spherical intercooler. At low boost, the first generation of these motors is making somewhere close to 1,100 horsepower, close to 850 foot-pounds of torque. That's a lot of power out of a little 4-cylinder. And this isn't some machined from a built chunk of aluminum, you know, 4-cylinder. This is a factory Toyota Tacoma pickup truck, 4-cylinder, block, crank, and cylinder head. This all comes in factory cars. We just hot rod it to all high hell, what's available from the manufacturers that develop parts for this industry, and we're out here racing. You know, that's what it's all about. Technology, excitement, and the kids got to have something they can relate to. And, you know, we just go out and try to have some fun.
These kids are probably hardworking students, part-time jobs. You know, that some get money from their parents. Whatever it takes to make their car the hottest thing out there, they're gonna do it. If it takes having 2-3 jobs, that's what they're gonna do. You know, if it takes working 16 hours a day for 5 days to have the hottest car on the Sunday show, they're gonna do it. So they're gonna do whatever it takes to either run the fastest they can or to look as hot as they could look with their car.
When your car's lowered, nice paint, the candy paint jobs, a lot of nice mods done, like different lights put on different vehicles. It really attracts attention. Regular pedestrian that knows what S10 Blazer looks like, it's like, that's not an S10 Blazer.
My uncle right here, he taught me everything about cars and how to hook up like the hydraulics with the knees and all that.
So what are you going to do when you get old enough to drive? What are you going to do?
I probably might get a car and probably have some hydraulics on it, TVs, hook it up very nice.
And where are you going to get the money?
And working, having a good job, education. Doctor and earn some money so when I grow up like have a nice house, nice cars.
Pride, I do have a lot of pride in my car. It's something that makes me happy knowing that I did that, it's mine. It just makes me very happy knowing I am very proud of my car. I just feel great. It just makes me so happy knowing that it's mine.
This is the SummerSlam Nationals from Englishtown, New Jersey, and we're back with the first round of Pro Import, the top class in import racing. The #1 qualifier, Matt Scranton from Land O'Lakes, Florida, brings his 2000 Toyota Celica to the line. Scranton and the Turbonetic Celica set Pro Import Class elapsed time and mile per hour record with a 7:02 at an amazing 197.77 miles per hour. Yeah, these guys are knocking on heaven's door, looking at 200 miles an hour in the near future. And the rest of the field was right on Matt's tail. Matt will be facing off against the #8 qualifier, David Bouchard from Wakerman, Ohio, in his Eagle Talon. Of course, in any type of drag racing, the cars do their burnouts to heat up the transmission, clutches, and the tires for maximum traction.
The cars stay so quiet, they don't sound real radical like, a Ford engine does. I mean, if we had our Mustang here and we fired it up,
it would sound, you know, like a real big, heavy V8, you know, sounding car, where these cars are real mellow. But, man, you get them on the racetrack, and they rip off some phenomenal times, and it's just really cool to see these kids doing what they're doing. You know, they're taking these motors out of a cord and putting it in an Acura and vice versa, and it's just really neat to see the innovation that they're doing.
Granton takes the win with a low 7, a 708 at 197 miles an hour. Wow, knocking on heaven's door almost at the 200 mile an hour mark. Next pair is number 4 qualifier Grant Downing of Fullerton, California, in his 2002 Toyota Tundra. He'll be up against the number 5 guy, Jose Torres, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, in a 1995 Mazda. Not exactly a new car, but it's got a lot of soul.
The top class is what they call Pro or Pro Import, which would be full tube chassis cars, V6, straight 6, V8s, as long as it's a production-based import motor. You can pretty much start from the ground up. Chassis, full tube chassis cars, fiberglass bodies, you know, you make them look like anything you want, from a Mazda RX-7 to a Toyota Tundra truck, which we run. Anything goes.
Oh, Downing gets in front and blasts down the strip, taking the win light with a 707 at 196 miles an hour.
Man, it's growing. You know, we've been in the domestic side of things for 10 years, and when the opportunity came to run TurboNetics car for them, we jumped at it because we knew that this was a wave, and we wanted to get on while we could, because we're just the beginning of domestic racers that are getting ready to jump into the sport.
Here comes stockbroker slash team owner of the Twin Solaras, Era Arslanian of Cresskill, New Jersey, in a 2002 Toyota Solara. This new breed of import racer is high-tech, intelligent, and brings a different dimension to the sport of drag racing.
And next year it's going to be I think even more well-known domestic racers are going to get involved with it because of camaraderie, because of the fact that there's a lot more manufacturing, you know, companies backing these teams. Toyota's heavily involved, Honda, you got Nissan, you got just about every car manufacturer, and the ones that aren't involved this year are going to be involved next year for sure.
Era's the number 2 qualifier, and boy, what a class operation he runs. I'll tell you this, these cars are energized and really exciting to watch. Can you imagine putting one of them up against a pro stocker? Boy, I'd like to see the sanctioning bodies run these imports against the nitrous pro mods. What a show that would be. Faces off against number 7 qualifier Jorge Lascano from El Remanzo, Puerto Rico, in a 1996 Nissan 300ZX. Oh, Era gets the whole shot. Look how sweet that car runs. He takes the win with a 714, 191 miles an hour to Lascano's 770.
The Pro Import class is a very high, full of excitement category. It's very high dollar, very technologically advanced. You know, a great group of guys. They know what they're doing. They come to the race. They set the race. They bring the spare motors. They got the big trailers. You know, when they blast down that quarter mile, they do that burnout. The crowd goes wild. They're really putting the their biggest effort into it. Not only monetary, but energy-wise. It takes, some teams take about 7 guys for one pro car.
Our last pair is number 3 qualifier, George Iowanu of Clifton, New Jersey, a local boy, in the twin Solara of Vera Arsalanian. He'll face off against number 6 qualifier, Manny Cruz of the Bronx, in his Forget About It, a 2002 Cougar.
They'll back him up with the door open to get all that tire smoke out of there, which is kind of important so you can see and breathe, you know, things like that. Once again, we're at Raceway Park here in Englishtown, New Jersey. Great track surface. Our hat is off to the crew that's just worked feverishly getting ready for us because they knew we were bringing serious hot rods out here. Lots of fans in the stands, just the way it should be. Getting them set into position. Once again, they want to lay them right on top of all that rubber they laid down. You'll see them lean to the back of the car just when they're getting set. They will turn the computer on because they only run limited amount of time on the computer. You see them engaging the computer right there when he reaches to the back of the car. That way the computer, and they can look at it and it'll tell them everything and how it performed. After they are both staged, they'll have the pre-stage and stage bulbs lit. The tree will count down.
Iowano gets the whole shot and beats the Cougar with a 722 at 190 miles an hour. We got a chance to talk to Era in the pits. Era, you run not one, but 2 identical cars.
Import is basically, it's technology and it's the future. I mean, big blocks and the Chevys and Fords are great. I mean, that's drag racing started from there. But we have this new generation of offsprings of fathers from domestic races going to Hondas, Toyotas, Hyundais, you name it, and that's and we have a lot of performance manufacturers coming out with aftermarket parts, providing parts for us, for the kids to do a little work in their own garage or give them to the shops to make even more drastic moves and more horsepower and race. So this whole thing this is just the beginning. This is not even in the middle. We are right in the beginning of it.
Michael Knapp is Raceway Park's general manager and the originator of SummerSlam.
Well, the import cars are something that a lot of the younger people are playing with these days. It's very similar to the old days, just import related. Same thing that started drag racing in the 50s. Guys want to put the pedal to the metal, spin some tires, and have some fun. And, you know, it's the younger people. They're driving a different kind of car, but there really is very little difference in it. There's still 5 buddies under a hood, scratching their head, trying to get it to run better. I mean, just stand on the starting line. There could not be enough RPM in some of these cars to make some of these guys happy. And they love shifting gears, and they love dumping a clutch. And that's what we've been doing all along, and it's really great to see younger people out here playing with us. You know, as you know, Raceway Park has a tradition of kids under 12 are free. So it's always easier to come as a family. It's not quite as expensive, and that's always helpful. It just seems to be a family thing to do now. There's a lot of baby carriages, a lot of babies, a lot of young people here, and I guess maybe a lot of the young people are starting families, and they're just all coming together. You know, these guys, I'll tell you, if you want to put them in a nutshell, they wake up in the morning, they go to work, and they save their money, and they spend it on their car. They're extremely responsible. They know how to read a gate letter. And I'll tell you, I'm more impressed with this group of people as a whole, the import people, as opposed to a lot of the other groups that I've seen being here 25 years now. These people are very business-oriented. You'd be very surprised the background of a lot of the people that come here.
Phone Master Flex, I'm here. Shout out to my man Javier. What up, baby? I'm getting ready to get into some real heavy, low-riding bouncing going on right here, and that's going to be real serious. The imports are off the hook, the classics, everything. It's a go. Gotta be 39 inches. Oh, sure. He's getting me cracking. Get that bumper clapping, baby. Yeah.
Guys are operating a box and getting the car to bounce in rhythm. And if you don't know what you're doing, the best car in the world will not hop high. And it's a big part of the draw for the event, for the weekend.
Hydraulics, what they do is they alter the suspension. They put cylinders, they put pumps that make the car go up and down. They put a lot of batteries, and also it gets the crowd going very much happy. Fun sport. Everybody gets together, has fun. You know, at the car shows throughout the year, we have, you know, the guys have barbecues from the East Coast to the West Coast guys, and it gets real fun. It gets to be a real fun sport.
What is the outlaw class? What is that?
The outlaw class is for back half rear wheel drives and full tube chassis front wheel drives.
Why is this sport so popular, you think?
Everyone loves racing. That's how it is.
How's your car doing?
Doing good. This is the semifinals right now, and we're running pretty good. Hopefully we'll get, pass to the next round.
We're back at the SummerSlam Nationals, and it's the semifinal round for the Outlaws. Stephen Papadakis, 2001 Civic Honda, which turned an 832 in the quarters, is up against the Nissan of Jose Escalara, whose 909 won't be enough to help him out in the semis.
Once again, you have the crew down there. They're examining the track surface, always looking for little pieces of gravel. They want to make sure it's got the right stickiness ratio, if you will. You got the crew examining everything that's going on. They're going to bring them right up, set them right on the edge of the beams, and they know exactly how far to roll the car forward. And we're coming into second round of Pro Outlaw.
Gets the whole shot. He's trying for the win, but Papadakis drives around him, taking the win light with an 838 and another 177-mile-per-hour run to the slower 924. Well, Jose, it's back to the drawing board. The next pair, it's Cesar Phoebus and the awesome Nissan 300ZX, whose 912 laps time in the first round won't help him much here either, but maybe he stepped up. We'll see in a flash. Carlos Montoya's 923 and a 71 Datsun might be a fair match here.
Told you, anytime you find the fans in the stands, they're smiling. They're having a good time today. We got a young fan there. Got a good place for you, sitting on Dad's shoulders. Carlos Montoya should be over there in the left-hand lane. They're going through the water box, getting the burnouts going. I had a 71 Datsun like that one. I went to college. It didn't look anything like that one. See all the smoke boiling out of the car. Hey, man, I'd be grinning too. Montoya's over here in the left-hand lane. Phoebus is on the right-hand side. We're in our Pro Outlaw class. It's absolutely amazing when you go through the technologies that are in these race cars. The fans are very appreciative of what's going on. You see them go into second gear, third gear, and increase the tire speed. The faster those tires will rotate, the more you can smoke them. Crew walks down, double check what's going on, get the doors open, get the tire smoke out, lay them on top of that hot, sticky rubber you just laid down.
Phoebus takes the win light at 782, 173 miles an hour. I'd say he stepped up, folks, on that pass, and that's the first 7-second run ever recorded in Outlaw racing. It's semifinal round for Pro Import here at the SummerSlam Nationals. George Iowano's 2002 Toyota Solara, which has turned a 722 in the quarters, is up against his boss and team player Era Arslanian in the identical 2002 Toyota Solara. Well, this should be really interesting.
All this is everything everybody's doing here, the teams and the racers, uncharted territory. Nothing here has ever been done before. Nothing has ever been done. Everything we do here, we do it from our heart, we do it with money, we do it with time. It works, it may not work. But if it works, that's the biggest boost you can possibly get, because you can say nobody's done it before, or a few people have done it before, and a few people are helping each other to make that, whatever they did, bigger. And again, nothing taken away from domestic racing, but they've been doing that for 25, 35, 45 years, some of these people. That's done. This is where we try uncharted. We go into uncharted territories and we keep breaking barriers.
Era gets the whole shot, but George looks very strong. I don't know. It's going to be close. Terrific side-by-side racing. Oh, my. Iowanu takes the win with a 710 at 191 miles per hour.
Having a big tire car versus our Mustang that runs a 10-inch slick, basically you roll it in the water, put the thing in first gear, hit the line lock, and just rev it up and bring it up, RPM, and just basically get it up on top of the tire, put it in second, get it, start to leave the starting line off the line lock, and put it in third until this thing will do a burnout 8th mile if I want it to, and you back it up. Jay goes in there, my brother does what he does to the computer, sets everything up. Chad turns on the data switch, I stage the car, and yellow, green comes on, bam, you just let it rip.
Scranton runs a first-class operation, and it's easy to see why he's one of the leaders in the pro import class.
They are full tube chassis, rear-wheel drive race cars. They have, they're basically a pro stock chassis, but we're using an import motor. The reason behind a two-car team is twofold. One, I wanted to have not use the cars as blockers. Both cars are identical to the washers and to the bolts, to everything. The both cars should run the same. As a matter of fact, yesterday we ran a 715 on one car and a 718 on the other car, approximately the same mile an hour. So we know we got the right setup. And the other thing is we can always use one car to try one clutch setting, the other car on another clutch setting on the first round of qualifying, see what direction it went, and then switch them over, see what direction went again, and by the third round we know what setting we need to do. So we can make one round and get two sets of data out of one round of qualifying. What we're looking at here is a Toyota power plant. It's a 2JZ, 3-liter, 183 cubic inch motor, making at the crank 1,400 horsepower. It is powered with a Turbonetics Big Thumper Series turbo. We run methanol with it. We don't spray. We have no nitrous in there. Just with this combination alone, we're up to about 1,400 horsepower at the crank, which is about 1,200 at the wheel. So the car is really a planter in the seat.
This is what you produce. This is your creation, This is what you dream of, and this is what you make.
It's addicting. You kind of get started, buy little things, and you start seeing all the cars and try to catch up to them and keep getting bigger and bigger. You can't stop spending money. It's a 92 Integra. It was an RS automatic, converted it to a 5-speed, put a JDM B16 motor in it, took out the entire back, put a full custom system, shaved the entire body, and put a custom paint, blue with gold pearl and marbleized graphics. It's just it's a big hobby people get into, and once you start doing it, you can't stop. I belong to a car club called Hard Target. A lot of people have their own different little clubs. Everybody gets together, they do their own thing to their own cars, and they just come as a pack. I don't know, I got into it about 3 years ago, and I've just been with it ever since.
More girls are getting into it just because it's a fun thing to do. I know all my girlfriends are. It used to be a man's sport, but now it's everybody's. Guys, girls, everybody's.
A lot of people don't know how much hard work goes into these cars. Playing with it, you know, there's a lot of frustration, long nights in the garage, but it came out.
I've been into it my whole life. Just my brother, all my guy friends. I've been into it ever since I can remember.
The show was really good. I liked it. It was really good.
A lot of fun.
It was very good. It was pretty hot.
It's hot, man. The show's hot.
It's great. I've had a great time.
The show keeps getting better and better.
A lot of people here.
It's off the hook. It's off the hook. Englishtown is the fattest thing in the entire world, isn't it, guys? It's the bomb. And it's cool. It's awesome. It's awesome.
The Pro Outlaw final round pair features Cesar Phoebus matching up with Stevan Papadakis. Both cars are looking to run 7 seconds. What a pair, the world's quickest outlaw against the fastest outlaw.
Front-wheel drives and rear-wheel drives are just different. I mean, you have physics working against you in front-wheel drive. Absolutely. You know, what happens when you step on the brakes in your car goes like this. What happens when you step on the gas? It goes like that. It's called weight transfer. And anytime you try to leave the line and accelerate, it tries to transfer all the weight to the rear of the vehicle, hence taking all the weight away from our traction tires in the front. So it's completely different physics. It's completely different dynamics of chassis setup. Everything. Launch setup, driving technique, gearing, everything's got to be completely different. Pull it back up, stage the car, first gear. You know, put it on the 2-step using my staging brake and my 2-step button, full throttle. The lights come down, let go of the button, let go of the brake, and drop the hammer. See ya.
And they're off as Phoebus streaks down the E-Town track. He takes the win with an 8:01, but look at that speed. A slower 155 miles an hour to Papadakis, 177. But in drag racing, as you know, baby, it's an ET, and an 830 doesn't cut it. So Phoebus takes the prize money and the bragging rights as the winner of Pro Outlaw at Englishtown Summer Slam.
When I was 19, 20 years old, I mean, racing Mustangs was a hot ticket. Camaros, you know, big block Chevys, big block Fords, small block Chevys, and small block Fords. Now it's become more technological advancements have been made in racing.
Final round for Pro Import, we have George Iwanu up against a sleek-looking Celica of Matt Scranton. Scranton looks just unstoppable at this point. We'll see what George can come up with for this final round.
You don't see as much nitrous oxide anymore. You see more turbo fuel injection now, electronic fuel injection, whereas before, you know, when I was 19, 20 years old, it was carburetor and a nitrous plate and a, you know, set of slicks.
Iwanu posted a 7:10 in the semis to Scranton's poor showing when Grant Downing broke, and folks, a 14:30 isn't going to take home the trophy this time. But Matt did run a 7:08 in the first round, so this should be a good one.
Now, I mean, these kids are driving these front-wheel drive cars on the street running 1090s.
They're off. Scranton gets the whole shot. Look at that Toyota Fly, a 705 197, and the winner of Englishtown SummerSlam Nationals goes to Matt Scranton.
It's a shame we couldn't get a 6 this weekend, but I tell you, the next race, we got a good shot of doing it for sure. This thing's on a mission.
I had confidence we're going to win. Good job, man. Good race, good race.
I mean, we work sometimes 40, 50 hours a week on this thing between races, you know, and it's all we can do to keep the car going, get it to the racetrack. It's a full-time job for me, you know, and to have a crew of guys like I have, my brother, you know, he's up late with me, and he's got a wife and kids at home, but hey, he's up till 2 o'clock in the morning. Chad's got a wife and kids at home, and Tyler comes out to the races, and my girlfriend Brandy does all the cooking, keeps us fed. So it's a big family deal, and man, it's just it's great when we can win, you know. And we know what it's like to be on top. We know what it's like to be on the bottom, and we're riding the wave while we can, while we're on top for sure.
Matt, Turbonetics, the whole crew. I mean, it's a great people to be around, great people to race with. It's a pleasure, and losing to him is winning to me.
The excitement that people get out of this is good, fun, clean excitement. They get their adrenaline pumping. They go home and they, oh man, I can't wait until the next event. So I'll see you guys here.
Well, there you have it, folks. SummerSlam 2002 is in the record books. Jot it down on your calendar for next year, the first week in July. I'm Kenny Youngblood. We'll see you next time.
There's almost nobody that is not impressed by it when they see it. But it's a mixture of all things. It's very much a lifestyle. It's very cult-driven. It covers the gamut of all different shapes, sizes, and ages of people. Predominantly, it's young. There's more girl racers in this faction of our sport than in any other one that I've ever seen. And it makes it a lot of fun, to be honest with you. It's a blast. A lot of young people, they're coming in and they're smiling. And I would rather work around people that are smiling all day than anybody else.